use this. All right, and you can share your screen on the Nicole computer and we'll look at your tracker. Do you know how to do that in Zoom, or do you want me to walk you through that?
Yeah, can you walk me through it?
Yeah, at the bottom of your Zoom screen, there is a green box with a black up arrow, and you click that bad boy and
Okay.
you hit share screen. There'll be another window that pops up in the top left corner, double click screen.
Okay.
And then it should, there it is. Beautiful. Love it. All right. Sorry about my schedule today. I'm literally booked all day long. So go ahead and open up your tracker. I love your desktop. That looks cool.
Oh, the flowers?
Yeah, that looks great.
Okay, so it's the coaching results tracker 2022 graphs OTC, right?
Sounds perfect. Yep, that sounds right.
That's the one. Okay, see right here on the doctors how it cut off.
Oh, here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna request remote control so I can show you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Couple things. One, we're gonna enable editing up here. And then what happens is we've frozen the first row. So see this bar down here? If you slide over, you'll get all of your data again. It happens all the time. And the same. Yeah. So down here, watch, if you scroll, if you start scrolling this way, the tracker starts to disappear because see how it goes AL? Where's B? Right. Yeah, where's B through all the way through K. And the same thing happens when you go when you scroll down and you like where is everything? Where's everything going? It's like you got to get back up to the top. Yeah. So this is frozen and this is frozen so that you can easily get in and get back to row B that you're trying to access. Now that makes sense. I was like, what? I could not figure out in the text that you're talking about. It disappeared. What happened? Makes sense now. Okay. Let's see. Let me just peruse and see how I can help you here and make sure that it makes sense. Okay, looking great. Awesome. This is a great place to come in and see if you've filled out data for a month, like say August, and you come in here and you see A, B, so nothing's missing, all the way across. You have data in there. Mm-hmm. And you go, oh, right here, here's some blanks in adjustments and in collections. So what you could say is, oh, I just forgot to put collections in for August. Two ways you can fix that. You can just tell me what collections were right here. You can plug it in there, or you could put it, if you're anal like me and you want everything to be the same, and you go back here to practice August. You can go under day one, just the first day. Don't put it down here in the total, but under day one, you could say we collected, I don't know, $70,000 all in one day like that.
Where do you find that out though?
Yes, I'll show you. So again, if you go to yearly summary, and you go, okay, I've done every row is filled out the way I want. You've been using it since June here, right? Every row is filled out in June, check. All right, let me look at July. Every row is filled out in July. Oh, except for adjustments. I need to put adjustments in here, and that's done in yearly summary. And then you can see right here, August and September, there's no collections being entered. Okay, so two things. Now you go to practice September and practice August. So practice September, you start putting in your collection totals per day in here. But since August has already passed, I don't need you to go in and put every single day's collections in here. Just go right here to the first day and put your total collections for August. And you would find that in your Dentrix end of day report for the last day of the month of August.
Total collections, you find where?
Total collections, you find, in Dentrix, you find it, I'll show you. Go to Office Manager. And that, that end of day sheet report you run right here, that little sun going down report, you just put in here like this, because you just want the end of the month, right? August, I think we had 31 days. Yeah, and you do August 31 like that. You don't do anything also? No, you just do, I want the last day of the month, and it's going to show you month to date and year to date totals right here.
Okay.
Yeah, and you just go right here. Let's let this filter for a second.
Okay.
Okay. And now right here, month to date, you can just scroll down to total 62384. That's your month to date. Oh, that's your charges. Sorry, payments 51 604.85. So what you and I got to remember that number. Ready? 51604.85. So right here we go 51604.85. And now it's done. So now when you go to yearly summary, it's in there.
Okay.
Okay. And then now you're going to do that every day in September, just because we're in September. I see you're still working on September. So as far as the adjustments go for these 2 months, you run your adjustment summary report in the same spot. Let's see. I'm looking for, am I missing office managers? Oh, there it is. And we can close this. I wish this showed you the adjustments on the same one, but it does not. But for July, so again, we go to the same report. Now we don't want any of this stuff. We just want to have adjustments. Now on this report, you got to run July 1st.
Everything except adjustment only.
That's right. And we're going to go to July 31st. Yeah, I just totally put the wrong date in there though. Now this one, you got to run the whole month to date span. You got to see everything because it doesn't give you it doesn't do that whole month to date thing like we just saw.
Okay.
And so here, you're just going to look at adjustments, and we're going to go to the last page, and it'll give you a total, and it'll give you total insurance versus total everything else. So we got 3 pages of adjustments, and I would probably print this piece of paper up and have doctors look at it and make sure, hey, here's what you're giving away. You sure you're okay with this? All right, come on, Eric. Sorry. Jeez. The remix version there. So right here, you can see all the negative numbers. These are debits. We don't worry about that. We're just looking at this number right here. So what we're going to do is divide this number up for what was insurance and what was everything else. And right here, you can see 2298. So if I go to our tracker, then I'm going to put in the insurance right here, I'm going to put 2298, tab over. And then I'll go back here, everything else. So if we do now we got to do, I got to use a calculator. I can't do that. So
I go to total insurance write-offs at the 2298.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that goes in the insurance write-off column.
Total insurance.
And then I'm going to figure out the difference here for you, 2298. So now I have a difference. I have this total minus 2298 is everything else we wrote off. So when I go back to the tracker, that goes in this column. Everything else goes right here. So insurance write-offs go here and everything else. Now Dentrix doesn't separate that. I got to do some math. 5386.6. Okay. And don't pay attention to what I'm doing right now. I'm just going to fix something real quick. This will be done in next year's update, but just so much easier to see. It's not going to fit, but we'll make it fit. That'll be saved permanently. So now you can see every month, what do you write off for insurance? This is huge for me because I'm really trying to help them not be in network with all these insurances that are costing us money, right? You see that average going down?
Right.
Yep. And then, we're, hey, this is what else we're giving away,
So where do you get that information?
Sure. So right here, so watch this. So if I highlight both these two numbers like this, you can see that it totals. See that total right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Now watch this. Same total.
Oh, right there. Okay.
Yep. I'm just taking total money minus insurance. And basically what I did was I added all these other things up and it came to this number right here. I just did it backwards.
So you add what up? Can you go back to that other screen?
Yep, sure. It's total, I hit the wrong button, sorry. Total write-offs, total credit adjustments, same thing. 7864. Those two numbers in the tracker add up to this. All we're doing is separating out the insurance part of that.
So then you just add all this other stuff?
Well, what I did was I took 7684.60 minus 2298. It's just a quicker calculation.
Total credit adjustment minus
insurance. That will give you, that difference will give you this number right here. 770, watch this. Okay, check this out. 768460, right? That's those two numbers added together. So the total Dentrix told us was 7684. I just took out 2298. It left me this number.
Okay.
Yeah. You could even put it in here as a formula. You could see, what your total was. You can type it in here, but or just do it on your calculator. Yeah, just type it in.
I have to do it for August.
Yep. Then you got to run that for August. So you run that adjustment summary report for August and plug it right in.
Now I have another question.
Yeah.
Before any of these patients come out.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what's I gonna say? Oh, so like I was telling you, like there's days like in September. Where's my paper for September? So in September on the 21st, which I haven't put it in yet because I couldn't find that page.
Oh, gotcha.
It had said that Dr. Smallberg worked on this. It was on the 17th. It had said Dr. Smallberg. What day was that? Or the 14th? No, the 19th. She's not here on the 19th.
Mm. So we sold a product or accidentally billed something under her. Yeah. So you wouldn't do like a whole row for her if she didn't work that day. You could just exactly add it to the day prior. Yep, exactly. Yeah. Okay. So we can use this example right here. Let's say on the 8th, Saturnino didn't work, but she sold whitening or sold a product. It was for $80. Then I would just go up here and I would change this from $369 and just add $80 to it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. You got it.
I've been doing. I just wanted to.
Yep. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Yep.
So that needs to be done. That because I know she said something wasn't equaling up.
When you do, okay, so what will happen? The important thing for you to look at is this cumulative number. Make sure that every time you put a new day in for her, right? You put her production in, that when you add that up, this 1949 is what Dentrix says her month to date total is. Remember I looked at the total charges for the month and for the month of August? That running total by provider will be there as well. Let me show you where that is real quick. Hopefully somebody worked this day. Otherwise see right here? See that month to date column? Mm-hmm. So let's say she did work that day. Current is that day. She produced $500. Well, if this doesn't say $500, we got a problem. Why would it be that for the whole month she had zero production though? That doesn't make any sense. Is that not her ID? Oh, that's the corporation ID. Okay.
Oh, yeah, you have to go down. She has two of them. Yeah. Why is Dr. Brown and Joyce in here now?
I'll show you why. I'll fix that. So right here, see how her charges were $19 this day? She probably didn't work that day. But what you're looking for, this is the month to date column, and you're looking for 24813, right? This is for August, 24813. Check this out. So in August, that should say 24813.
So how do I find the problem?
Well, if I knew the answer to that, I'd be a rich man. What happened, Jamie? Not your fault. What happened was somebody went back in different days and deleted production after you'd already put it in the tracker. Right? They went back in Dentrix, changed something, and they went, "Oh, we didn't produce 3380 that day. We produced 3000. I got to take this $380 off," or something happened.
Okay.
And so the best thing you can do is every single day you put production in, make sure that cumulative matches that month to date column every single time. And so when you go in the next day, if you were to go back in and run August 6th, would her month to date say 2756? If you were to go back in and run August 8th, would her month to date say 5385?
Okay.
And so every day you plug it in, you're looking to see what that is. And so that's what's throwing the numbers off, is somebody's going back to a prior day that you've already input in the tracker, and they're making a change in Dentrix somewhere. Now, how you want to go back and run every single report for every single day and try to find a number? No, just go in here and say, what's the difference between this number and what it should be, and put a negative number in here. Just subtract $246, whatever it is. And now it says 24856 like it's supposed to. You see what I did? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now that month's passed, you can do that. Okay.
Okay.
Sounding good?
Yes.
All right.
And you find how do I know? Wait, I'm confused. That was the end of the month day though, or that was what she is made? Like this is just up this. Oh, you do that one on the end of the month.
Well, you're going to do this every single day. You run this every day, and every day it's giving you a month to date total. And that month to date total is what you're comparing right in. I got to go to a month you're using. Sorry. You're going to put production in, and then you're going to have a month to date column right here. I wish I had called this month to date, but here's the deal. Not everybody has Dentrix. They have EagleSoft. They have Open Dental. And so the cumulative per month is synonymous with month to date on this report. Yep. So,
That's just depending on what doctor or what hygienist I'm going to.
and then what if they work that day or whatever. So same thing, like for Dr. Smallberg, 17,208 for August, right? So if I go to here, it should say 17,208 right here. So she's short 2,000. So you got to do a plus 2,000 somewhere in one of these open cells to get it to match. Yep.
Okay.
All right. I want to check one more thing for you. Remember, yearly summary is your friend to see what data is missing. Yeah, you're doing good. Good job. Good job. Remember this, a lot of people forget that this is over here to come in here and plug in the data for where their new patients are coming from. Okay, cool. You got it?
Yep.
You got it.
Okay.
All right. Awesome.
Then I have a question regarding the people and the letter that you wrote for me.
Okay.
I'm